Most of us know two very different types of 70-year-olds. Some seem to carry an invisible weight that makes every day a struggle, while others radiate a quiet, magnetic peace. This difference often comes down to how we process impermanence, the Buddhist principle of anicca. When the complex layers of middle age begin to melt away, they leave behind a single glowing core. This is the bare vein structure of a Bodhi leaf. As the soft tissue decays, it reveals an intricate, essential foundation that was there all along. Finding this same lightness in our own lives requires a specific kind of internal housekeeping, identifying and releasing the specific burdens that keep our minds anchored to the past. Much of that weight comes from the habit of waiting, expecting children, friends, or external recognition to provide our happiness. Buddhism suggests a shift towards Santosha, or contentment. It's the practice of generating satisfaction from current realities, like the warmth of a morning sunbeam, rather than waiting for someone else to provide it. This logic extends to our social circles. In a Zen monastery, a cracked bell is set aside not because it is worthless, but because it no longer serves its purpose. Compassion does not require us to endure relationships that consistently drain our peace. We often do the same with physical objects and old memories, treating our homes like museums. Dropping these heavy stones simplifies the road ahead, making it easier to remain present. Releasing these external obligations and physical clutter isn't about deprivation. It is the mandatory first step in clearing enough space for internal healing to begin. As our social circles naturally shrink and the pressure to perform begins to loosen, our awareness has room to sharpen. When we stop fighting the physical changes of time, we find that the slowing of the body can actually facilitate a more profound expansion of presence. As the fluid spills over the blocks, however, a mind full of rigid opinions acts like this teacup. If we assume our decades of experience mean we already know enough, new joy simply spills over the sides. Shoshin, or beginner's mind, involves intentionally emptying that cup to stay curious. As the graphic splits into two graphs, this allows us to see the difference between the chaotic, erratic energy of youth and the steady, high-volume baseline of age. One is not better than the other at all. They are simply different seasons. Once we stop measuring our current season against youthful metrics, we find the unique dignity that belongs to this specific stage of life. This is often blocked by what Buddhism calls the two arrows. The first arrow is a past mistake. It is fixed and unchangeable. The second arrow is the regret we choose to inflict on ourselves today. Carrying that regret doesn't change the past. It only adds new pain to the present. Take a moment to identify one specific burden, a grudge, a regret, or a missed opportunity. As this circle pulses, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, make the choice to set that second arrow down. Many dismiss new possibilities because they feel it is too late, but as long as we are breathing, the present moment is the only metric that matters. Starting a new habit or reopening a conversation today completely changes the entire trajectory of the years we have left. When we stop anchoring our identity to the past, we find that our remaining years are defined by the agency we exercise right now. This process of letting go is not a one-time event, but a quiet, daily choice to loosen our grip on what no longer serves us. This means moving from waiting for others to finding contentment within, from enduring toxic ties to protecting our peace, from clinging to objects to embracing space, from fearing age to discovering its depth, from fixed opinions to a beginner's mind, from comparing seasons to honoring our own, from self-punishment to forgiveness, and from too late to beginning again. Happiness in this chapter isn't about holding on tighter to the life we used to have. It's about discovering the lightness that comes when we finally decide what to release.